Assalamu alaikum. I am Mohammad Shakil Anwar Shamrat. I am a game developer in Unreal Engine 5. Bless Game Team, you have created an amazing game. I deeply analyze your game in 51 points. Some of these points are deal breaker for me. Hopefully, you will fix those issues and you will reach a larger audience. Though I already saw in the Play Store you have already 10 million downloads, but hopefully after this video and after resolving the issues, you will get a community who will continuously play your games. My friend Khalid Hassain has assisted me to do this video. Let's talk about your game now.
I'm Softsasi. I'm here to talk about the quality of your game in details. First of all, let's talk about the performance of your game. To begin with, I have to say I'm really amazed by the performance of your game. It was running in constant 60 FPS with and without the screen recording on. And the loading time was 12 seconds, which is really good. The network was fine. The battery consumption was also very low, 280 mAh in an hour. The memory consumption was between 1 and 1.1 GB of RAM. Which is really good also. The network was also fine. One little suggestion though, while loading, you should use only a single image and an animation to show the percentage of loading instead of an extra content screen and others, nothing else needed. Go. Now let's see the graphics department. The resolution and color and lighting are a little lacking in my opinion. You should look to resolve these things, and the lighting should be taken care of as well. The especially the sun and the directional lights, they should be a little more fine-tuned. Because they are not really looking too realistic at this moment. The shadows were fine though. The textures needed a little fixing, especially the anti-aliasing problem. You have to fix that because the corners of the objects are looking a little sharper. The effects and animations are lacking in variation, in my opinion. You should add a little more. You should add some more animations and effects. And the field of view, there is an issue of a lack of a field of view option for the player. You should avail a field of view option to the player as well. Now let's look at the sounds department. The volume was fine, but the clarity of sounds was a little disturbed, in my opinion. There was a lot of noise and glitch sounds, and the problem didn't go away even after restarting the game a few times. Sound balance was fine as well. No need, no need of fixing anything there. Sound effects were good. Uh, the music was running smoothly as well. But there was a lack of a voice chat option. You should add a voice chat option here to make it more interactive. Now let's talk about the controls. Uh, the main area we need to work on is the layout. The layout is quite old-fashioned and it needs a lot of changes. The sizes of the fonts and other things used in the layout um, are not quite fitting. The feedback was good though. The response time was really acceptable. There is a lack of the customization of the buttons. The player should be allowed to customize the buttons uh, in his for his choice. The joysticks were working well as well, and there is a little problem uh, found. Uh, the plant or diffuse button was showing up in the customization option that should be removed from there. Now let's talk about the gameplay. The objectives were working fine. The levels were working good as well. The modes were plenty. Uh, the characters were are some problems with the characters though. They're not looking so good in my opinion. They should be made more clear and visible. Uh, and a prawn ability, the prawn ability should be added then to make the gameplay more interesting. The weapons were fine as well. There were enough variation. The items there should be added an item that regenerates the health of the characters. Currently, there is none of them. The enemy variety is also quite good in my opinion. Uh, there were some bugs faced during the gameplay, which we will showcase. Uh, but there were no crashes. I didn't experience any crash during my runtime. The AI should be improved a little though. The characters were respawning from the same location after dying. It should be randomized. Also, in the infected mode, the uninfected players can position themselves in front of the infected player even before the countdown ends. So it results in instant kill every time. Let's come to user interface. The text and icons are not good looking at all, in my opinion, and they are overlapping each other. You shouldn't add objects in another mode. It confuses players. Such as you added A and B points in infected mode, which was not needed at all. But it's good to see that you added organized dialog boxes and notifications. Also include a cross-exit icon on every dialog box, especially the battle bus menu. Finally, let's talk about the user experience. Uh, Overall, the game was fun, challenging, and variety was good. But there was a lack of a replay option. Replay means the kill cam option. I can see after I die in the game, I can see who killed me in a replay. Uh, that should be added because that should help the players to be better at the game and know if a player is cheating or not. The feedback was good also. The interaction with the user was working fine. Tutorials were plenty enough, but there should be some tips as well for the player. Some little tips so that they can be better at the game. The leaderboard was working fine. There should be some social features added so that the Facebook friends of the players can join them via Facebook. Uh, and one very important thing is the achievements. The achievement of should be uh, designed in such a way that the players get motivated to play the game even more by achieving different ranks and medals. Okay, earning achievements provides uh, recognition. Players feel more motivated to play the game when their achievements are shown in their profile online, and it also increases their efficacy by showing the different stats in game. And there should be added an offline story mode to the game, along with the online mode, like Nova Legacy. To sum this all up, we can point out two major deal breakers in the game. They are the graphics department and the user interface. If they don't work well, they will draw out a huge amount of the community. And also, the achievement in the user experience is uh, very vital for keeping the player base strong for a long run time. And I rate this game 6 out of 10. Thank you for bearing with me for this long.